So in this video, I'd like to show you how to compile multiple objects or multiple PDF files into one PDF file, as well as set up links and bookmarks in your PDF file. So what I have here, I've done completely in Microsoft Word. I have not opened Adobe Acrobat Pro yet. So for the most part, you can write all of your documents in Microsoft Word, and then at the very end, when it comes to compiling them together, you can do that in Adobe Acrobat. So it is possible, if I go to Insert, it is possible to set hyperlinks and bookmarks in Microsoft Word. However, if I'm compiling or adding other PDF files to this one, it becomes a little bit redundant because I'm going to have to redo this in Adobe Acrobat Pro anyway. So what I have here, I'm good with, and things like my letter of intent, I'll probably add later. My resume and transcripts, say I already have PDF files of those, and letters of support, I have PDF files of those. So from here in Microsoft Word, what I'll do is I'll go to File and Save as Adobe PDF. Now you can also go to Save As and change the file to PDF. You can do that as well. You can also go to Export and create Adobe PDF there as well. All those options work just the same. And you're not going to see this option, Save as Adobe PDF. You're not going to see that unless you have Adobe Acrobat installed. So make sure you have Adobe Acrobat Pro on your computer first before you try this. So I'm going to say Save as Adobe PDF, and under Options, I want to uncheck Create Bookmarks. As I said, I'm going to be creating all my bookmarks in Adobe Acrobat Pro, not Microsoft Word. So I don't want it to import bookmarks from Microsoft Word. So I'm going to uncheck that and just hit OK. And then I can hit Save. Now I already have this document saved. So in this case, I'm just going to hit Yes to save over the file that I already have. So hit Yes there. And once that converts, it will automatically open up Adobe Acrobat Pro and open my file, so I can see what that looks like as an Adobe file, Adobe Acrobat file. So from here, what I want to do to compile my other PDFs into one is I want to go over to Create PDF. And this will give me a few different options here. I can open a single file, or I can do multiple files. So I want to click on multiple files. And I can create multiple PDF files or create a PDF portfolio. But what I want to do is combine files. So I'm going to hit Next. And then I'm going to click Add Files. So from here, I'm going to go to my correct folder. And I want to combine my front matter, my control, select my resume and my transcript and hit Open, and you'll see that they all pop up here. And then I also have my letters of support. So I'm going to say Add Files and go to Letters of Rec and import my letters of support. Now these are all just samples that I made just for this demonstration. So ideally you'll have your actual letters, transcripts and resume rather than these samples. So from here I can click Open and they'll all pop up here. Now I can rearrange them in this window here, but I can also rearrange them whenever I create the file. So from here, have all the files that I want to combine into one. I'm just going to go to Combine. And then it'll open up a new file called Binder 1. Now if you have if you've already done this with one of your other documents, it'll probably be Binder 2 or 3 or 4. But now I have, if I go to my page view over here on the top left, you can see that I have all my title pages that I've created in Microsoft Word. And then I have my resume, transcripts, and then all my samples for my letters of support. So now I can rearrange these from here. So I can take my resume and just click and drag that up to be below my resume. I can take my transcripts and drag those to be above my transcripts. And then I have all of my letters of support down here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to select my bookmarks, or I want to create my bookmarks. So I'm going to jump over here to my bookmark view, click that, and I have all these bookmarks already created. I want to get rid of those, so I'm just going to select them and trash them for now, because I have my own that I want to create. So the first one I want to create is the bookmark for this page. So just like a title, summary, so you can get back to sort of like the home page or main menu. So with that page in my view, I'm going to come over to my bookmarks and I'm going to click this button right here, which is Add Bookmark. So under here, I can write Front Matter Summary. And that creates a bookmark for this page. So no matter what page I'm on, if I click that bookmark button, it'll jump back to my Front Matter Summary. So I want to create a bookmark for all of the title pages that I have. So letter of intent, I'll move to my letter of intent and create a bookmark called letter of intent. Letter of eligibility. Resume. Transcripts. And then letters of support. So I have all of my bookmarks created. Now what I can do from here is I can say I want all these bookmarks to be grouped under my Front Matter Summary, just to keep things nice and clean. So I can grab these guys and I can just click. So I did that by just selecting the first one and then shift selecting the bottom one here. So that selects them all. And if I click and drag these up, you'll see that if I drag and I have a line going all the way to the end here, it's basically going to do nothing. It's going to leave them the way they are. But if I drag up to where that line gets shorter, that means they're going to be grouped under the Front Matter Summary. So if I do that, you'll see that now my Front Matter Summary is kind of like a folder. So I can collapse and expand that. And I can click on all my different files from there. And I can just scroll down to actually see the transcripts or see the resume and so on. Now, if I want to take this a step further, I could make a bookmark for each one of my letters of support. So I can copy this first name and come all the way down. Letters of support. And see, it'll recognize that I have something copied already. Oops. Make sure that you go to the page that you need selected. See, I did that I did that by accident. I added the bookmark where I was at the summary here. So now if I click to Sean Whiteman, it will take me to his page, but if I click on Gary Kozer, it will take me back to the summary page. So I would need to delete this one and make sure I go to the right location to create my bookmark. So you get the idea. I can do for all of those. So now if I create another one, oops, that didn't work. And then from here, what I can do is, again, just like I grouped all of those under front matter summary, I can drag that and group it under letters of support. Like that. So that is how you create bookmarks. So you can go to all the respective pages. Now from here, what I want to do is I want to link my menu. So if I go to my front matter summary, I want to be able to actually click on these guys and link them to the right location. So I'm going to go to let's see. So this front matter file here, I can just go ahead and close because we're working on binder 1 now. But basically what I'm going to do is go over to Edit PDF. And from here, I can click on Link, Add Edit Web Links. So for this, I'm going to just click and drag over what I want to click on to make a link. And then it'll automatically pop up. I want to make sure I have link type set to invisible rectangle because I don't want to see it. And I want to go to a page view. So then I'm going to hit next. And this will tell me what to do basically. Use the scroll bars, mouse, and zoom to select the target view, then press set link to create the link destination. So letter of intent. So I can just scroll to that view and hit set link. And then I'll get a little box over it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all my other pages. Letter of eligibility. Resume. Sure I can see. Resume. Transcripts. And letters of support. Now, if I close out of my file, close out of my tools option, so I click that little X over there. Now, if I hover over these words, you'll see that my cursor changes. So it changes from a regular cursor to a little hand. So now I can click those individually. And this makes it really easy to navigate if you have large files with a lot of stuff in them. I can come over to Front Matter Summary, and that will take me back to my summary. And then I can click on those, and that will take me to my resume. Now, the other thing you may want to do at some point is create like a hyperlink, a link to a web page. So say I want to do that with my resume. So maybe I want to have my resume and then I want to have my website. So maybe I want to make that word a hyperlink. So I'm going to go back to Edit PDF mode. And I will select that and go to Link. And Edit Create. I'll do the same thing basically. So I'll just click that guy and then click and drag over to get a text box. And from here, I will say open a web page and click next. And that will ask me what page do I want to open. So you can click and drag or you can copy and paste websites In my case, I probably want it to open my website. So I'll just click OK. And then again, I'm going to edit out of the tools mode or edit PDF mode. And then if I click on my resume, it'll basically tell me it's going to try and open a website, which is fine. So I hit allow and give that a moment. And it actually popped up in my other screen, but it opened my website. So so that is basically how you compile multiple PDFs into one and set up your bookmarks and links so it's all really organized and easy to navigate.